We look at the factors that contribute to record-breaking property sales in Sydney's eastern suburbs. The eastern suburbs have always been home to Sydney's, and usually therefore Australia's, most expensive properties. But what factors or qualities contribute to a property achieving a record-breaking price? We reveal the 6 key factors that will push prices in the prestige market to record heights. 1. Land, property size and space. Land costs money, so all other things being equal, more land means a higher cost. But not all land is created equal. The value of a block can't be judged against the market as a whole, but is relative only to the area in which it's situated. For instance, harbour-side land almost always commands a premium, and so too does inner-city land. Take, for example, Paddington, where the median block size is just 125 square metres. One domain study found Paddington had the highest median price per square metre of land at $25,755. In fact, in many inner-city suburbs, the internal square meterage of a home is often far bigger than the land size. That means when a home in an inner-city suburb comes with a larger block size, it usually commands a premium well above what it would in suburbs where land is cheaper. A great example of an oversized property in a prime central location is Iona, 2 Darley Street, Darlinghurst, which is currently on the market. Set on a 2,716 square metre block, this home not only has one of the largest land holdings close to the city, but also offers over 1,000 square metres of living space. 4-metre high ceilings and the generous size and number of rooms, it has 7 bedrooms, add to the sense of space, opulence and luxury. 2. Views, aspect and privacy. Whether they realise it or not, aspect almost always plays a role in buyers' decision making. For instance, a coveted north or northeast aspect provides the most direct sunlight during the day, making rooms brighter and warmer and more appealing. However, it's spectacular views that can give a home a real premium. Research reveals that unobstructed water views can add from 30% to 80% to a property's value. Partial or obstructed views may still boost a home's price, but to a lesser extent. Some of the most coveted views are of Sydney Harbour, from homes in suburbs including Elizabeth Bay, Darling Point, Point Piper, Rose Bay, Vaucluse, Bellevue Hill and Double Bay. Few suburbs can match the views of the appropriately named Bellevue Hill. Set high up on the hill, many streets run east to west and offer both harbour vistas and sunlit rooms. Its prime position has made Bellevue Hill one of the most expensive suburbs in the country for houses, with a median sales price of $10 million. But while our attention in these homes may be drawn to the beauty of our city, one thing we certainly don't want is our neighbours' attention being drawn to us. For that reason, one-element buyers are also willing to pay a premium for is privacy. The highest prices in Bellevue Hill and similar suburbs are almost always reserved for properties that are fenced and gated, not easily visible from the street and not overlooked by neighbours. Established gardens and private outdoor areas are always coveted too. A great example is Roseman at 14 Roseman Avenue, Woollahra, with its lush private gardens and tennis court. This home broke the suburb record in 2023 when it sold for around $45 million. Prestige buyers often love great architecture. So, a property that was designed or reimagined by a famous architect always attracts a lot of attention. A well-known architect can often be a real selling point, and we often promote the architect name. Some people will pay a premium for a property that has been designed by one of Sydney's best architects. We have buyers who actively seek out and follow particular big names in the industry. For example, buyers can wait years to get their hands on a Harry Seidler apartment, and it may sell for much more than a regular apartment because of that. Another example is the Surrey Hills Suburb record, which we set in 2020 with the $11.5 million sale of the Renato de Torre designed Italianate house at 177A Albion Street, Surrey Hills. Most properties that break records are unique in some way. It might be a 13-car garage, a lap pool where you least expect it, an expansive tennis court, an internal lift, a wine room, or a personal home theater. But the property type can also contribute to the uniqueness. A great example is the old bakery warehouse conversion at 198 200 Australia Street, Newtown. This property broke the Newtown suburb record when it sold last year. A stunning and rare redevelopment. It offered 749 square meters of living space with 5 bedrooms and parking for 4 cars. Its outdoor spaces created an oasis in the inner city with a vegetable garden and pool. A heritage listing or having heritage features can also contribute to achieving a record-breaking price. An Australian Productivity Commission study reported that, on average, heritage-listed houses on Sydney's North Shore, in this case, commanded a 12% premium over unlisted houses. Or, as the Commission put it, a statistically significant positive relationship was found to exist between heritage, cultural value and sale prices. We often find that heritage properties attract high levels of interest and curiosity when they come onto the market. An example is 1018 Flinton Street, Paddington, which smashed the suburb record when it sold for $20 million in 2023. A heritage property has character that cannot be recreated or imitated. So this rarity can create a unique appeal and attraction to many demographics, and may account for some of the reason why many of the recent suburb records have been held by homes with period or heritage features. For example, there was a broken previous suburb records with sales of heritage homes in Randwick, Bellevue Hill, Woollahra, Centennial Park and Paddington. Location, or at least proximity to other things, is always a serious factor in determining how much a property sells for. But proximity means different things depending on the suburb. In beachside suburbs, the highest prices are reserved for properties on the beachfront or clifftop, or those that are walkable to the cafes of Bronte or Bondi. In parkside suburbs, it may mean close to Woollahra Village or with a view over Centennial Park from Lang Road. In the inner city, proximity is often about walkability to the city bars and cafes. Meanwhile, harbourside, it may mean a waterfront or jetty. In fact, in a harbourside or beachside suburb, a waterfront property almost always commands a genuine premium. Knight Frank estimates that waterfront homes in Australia sell for 81%, more than comparable properties set back from the water, and harbourfront homes command the highest premium at 116%. In Sydney, buyers can expect to pay an extra 121% for a waterfront home with iconic harbour views, which is the highest waterfront premium of any city in the world. This goes some way to explaining the premium buyers are willing for Vaucluse waterfronts. It also helps explain why certain streets and blocks command a premium compared to others.